Finally, we crossed 22,300 and we touched all-time high. And what a rally it was. Across the sector, there was a big rally and suddenly there was a big jump in the market. And everyone was surprised, boss, what has happened? But yes, at the background, you know that GDP data was so great. No, it has reached to almost 8.4%. Now, that is where the such type of growth has actually propelled such a big growth and such a massive no uptick at the stock market level and in both at the BSE and also at a nifty level. Now, guys, today we are going to talk about, because this is the most of the question asked today was that what next after such a big rally, what should we do? Shall we sell or shall we hold or shall we buy more? Because the stock market is touching all time and this is where the anxious investor always think about what next. And today we'll talk about that in detail. And guys, I'm, as you know, that this channel is nothing but now where you are getting lot of analysis of various stocks whichever you are asking for. So do put it in the comments if you want any stock to be analyzed from our side. We'll try to cover that. And today's question is been asked by everyone, so I'm not going to give any name, but yes, that has been asked from everyone. So let us talk about the market. Talking about the market, guys, you know, yes, at the backdrop, it was like no GDP reaching 8.4%, which was a very, very good number. Everyone was expecting around 6.6 to 6.7% GDP. But yesterday, when the GDP growth came around 8.4%, which was one of the highest, it has literally pumped up the complete market. And after that, no, lot many rating agency and other foreign rating agencies also they started increasing the GDP growth rate. They started focusing on about 7.8%. Even government, even RBI started focusing that they have to bring up their forecasted GDP rate to almost 7.4 to 7.6%. Now, when this type of thing happens, that is always positive for the market. Now, you may be saying, Tapan, but I cannot see such a big jump in the consumer price, consumer stocks and all that FMCG stock and durables and all that. But yes, the market shows that yes, there is a big jump in the GDP growth rate. Now, mostly it has come from the manufacturing level. Of course, at FMC level, it is little bit less. But overall, I think this will be better for each and every sector. And slowly and gradually, as an investor, what you have to do? As an investor, you have to specifically select a sector which is going to do well. Okay, so today's whole video will be focusing what to do next. We know the things are going good. Even the quarterly result has come well. Even if you talk about the GDP data has come well, again, the interest rate is going to cut in next few months. That is also going to happen. Like US, they may be cutting around, no, around May and June, they are going to cut it. And once they cut the interest rate, then only we are going to follow them because RBI normally does not precede Fed government and Fed. Once they basically cut the interest rate, then only RBI is going to cut the interest rate. But yes, that is going to happen soon. Even if you talk about US economy, US economy is also very, very strong. You see the NVIDIA result and all that. No, the way it is performing so great. And NVIDIA is so big company like that. Even the during the result time, no, it has gone up by 12 to 13%, which is equal to the Reliance market cap. So such a big company it is. In last few years, it has grown. But what it shows that yes, artificial intelligence is to stay. And guys, if you really want to make big money, you have to understand artificial intelligence, where it is going to work. But problem with India is that we don't have any direct play for the artificial intelligence. All are indirect play through various companies who take artificial intelligence in the operations. But yes, if you talk about USA, there are few companies which are using artificial. We are predominantly dominating in artificial intelligence only, and NVIDIA is one of that company. But talking about that only, guys, the Nasdaq, there was a big rally. Now, when there is a big rally at the IT level, it is going to reflect at India level also. So for India, things looks much better. Maybe after May, June, when the interest rate cut happens at a Fed level, India will also going to cut at a RBI level. Again, guys, you know the election is around April to May, so it's around the corner only. And the chances are more that no, Mr. Modi is going to come back. That is what the market is discounting currently. Now, if it goes reverse, then it's a very, very negative point for us, because then market will go literally 15 to 20%. But otherwise, I think this is already discounted. But then also little bit of anxiety is there in the market. So Maybe after that also there may be a good rally, but overall things like already discounted. थोड़ा आएगा uptick, ज़्यादा नहीं आएगा, because everyone knows that Mr. Modi is going to come back. Then what will actually boost the market? The boost in market will come only when the interest rate cut will happen. Okay, when interest rates start going down and across the world it start going down, the flow is going to flow in India only. I tell you, next 5 years, 10 years are of India. Okay, India in 10 years will become the third largest economy from the fifth largest economy. We are going to grow a lot. And this is when you have to keep in mind that if you invest in a good quality stock, you don't have to do anything foolish here. You just have to invest in a good quality stock, have a review system in place, and just continue to stay invested. Guys, if you want to understand how to select a good quality stocks, I'm always doing a master class every week. The link is given below. You can click that link. The costing is around 1500 rupees. You get it completely free. Just click the link and do attend the session. But yes, uh, if you talk about the market, no, things will be much better from here also. So you have to select a good quality stock and you have to invest and stay long, stay long. That is the mantra. You don't have to, no, because you can see such a volatile market is that how you can predict next 10-15% move. It's very difficult to predict. And that's why sector specific you can invest. Now, which sector? I think banking, if you talk about banking, it has not performed in last 2 months because HDFC has not performed. Now, because HDFC has not performed, the complete banking nifty is down. But what I suggest now, going onwards, banks will do well when the interest rate starts coming down. I think at one particular level, HDFC is going to bottom up because you know that the price to book value is so cheap now. It is one of the most attractive stock currently among the private banks. But the problem with HDFC, for a few quarters, it may not perform well because the commentary which has happened just now, few months, no, few days ago from HDFC management, that is MD Jagdishan, and no, it's not so encouraging. So it may in a concentrate level, but yes, Bank Nifty will recover. So if you really want to invest, you can invest in a banks also. NBFC is doing good overall. Again, another sector you can think about IT, guys. As and when the US and Europe will recover, as the interest rate cut will happen from May and June, I think that will also give you a very good return. Currently, IT sector is not so perform well, but yes, it is bound to perform. That is what I think. So IT sector is also one of the sector you have to think about it, because as the Nasdaq and all this, no, going to recover, this will do well. Okay, so now risk is coming back. Now, as the interest rate will start falling down, the risks will start coming into market, and that is where the IT may do. You also have to keep an eye on the Bitcoin. I am not recommending to invest in the Bitcoin, but if Bitcoin when it is going to $60,000 plus, now which is happening currently, that means the risk is there in the market. And when the risk is there, all these IT stocks and you can say internet stocks and all that will doing well. So yes, IT is one of the sector you should look out. Chemical sector, which is down and out. Okay, now why from last 2.5 years it has not performed? Because the USA, Europe, all these countries are not performed as the interest rate was higher. And again, no, the after COVID, no, lot of problem was there. Again, the Russia-Ukraine crisis also impacted the supply chain and everything. But I think if this US and Europe countries recover, okay, their growth comes back, I think chemical sector will have a good run. So a good recovery we may see in at a chemical sector also. That also you can keep in mind. Again, hospitals will do well because after COVID, yes, lot of positive things are there for the hospital. Yes, currently the government is thinking putting a cap on the room charges and all that. That will happen, but yes, that happen may not happen. That we have to see. But yes, hospitals is doing well and it will bound to do well because as many more and more people are taking health insurance, many are conscious, and as you got an insurance, you go for an upgraded room and all that. So yes, hospitals, again, hotels, tourism, guys. This government is focusing a lot on tourism, and they have a big plans to make as a tourist destination. Some of the parts of India they want to make as a tourism destination because they want the foreign tourists to come to India and visit India. So that's why focus on there in tourism, and that's why hotels will do well. If you see the last 6 months, there's a big surge at the hotel level. No, most of the hotels are doing much better, no, at a price level also, and the recovery has come. So tourism also one of the place you can think about it. Automobiles, guys, as simple as that, electric vehicle. And guys, lot many videos are putting all this tourism and no automobiles already. If you want, you can just check the last video of Tata Motor, which I put in. But yes, all if you talk about electric vehicle, guys, electric vehicle, of course, is going to be there in next 10 years. I think 70-80% major shift will be there on the electric vehicle, and that's why some of the companies which are doing well at the electric vehicle level, that you have to keep in mind because they may do well now also from here. So automobiles also, auto ancillary along with that. So these are some of the sector which I told. Okay, again, real estate depends on the interest rate, but yes, currently as the interest rate go down, there'll be an uptick on real estate, but it is a little bit of cyclical nature. So keep that point in mind whenever you invest. Defense, yes, defense, it's a flavor of the year. If you say no, most of the defense company done very well as the Atmanirbhar program is going on. More and more contracts is given by the government to the local companies, also local domestic defense company. They want to do less import from outside. Now that is a very good thing because if you import less and if you give business to the local bodies and local companies, no, I think it will help. And indirectly, these local companies are owned by the government only, these public sector companies. So yes, when they give more and more contract, this defense will do well, and eventually it will be helpful for the economy also. Overall, yes, construction, capital goods, and everything are there, but no, that is not giving you a consistent return. So I will not suggest that one. But these are some of the sectors which I just was there in my mind. I wanted to tell you, keep these sectors in mind and go long in this Indian stock market, guys. Indian stock market, again, I'm repeating, next 10 years will be one of the best decade of Indian history at a stock market. Like you can talk about 2004 to 2008, what type of rally was happening, seeing, we can see. And I already told you earlier also, even I am thinking that before the election, we may cross around 20, or at least 23,000, which few months ago I have given that video also, because I think the fundamentally we are at the right place again at the right time. And the way that China has grown almost 20 years back, no, the way they've grown, similarly, our time is there now, and we will grow because our still our population is in an increasing trend at a low pace, but it is an increasing trend, where other countries are having a decreasing trend at a population level. Even China also. This plays a big role. This plays a big role, and the internal consumption is very strong. So I think this is where no India has a much more favorable demographics. And guys, when you have this type of demographics, don't worry, FII is going to come back. The main thing in last few months, we have seen the DII is literally compensating for FII, and somehow DI is investing much more than FI. Now we don't have to worry about it. The FII will go away and what will happen to our market. No, that situation is completely gone. FI DII is investing a very good amount, and this is going to go up. You can say 6 to 7% only retail investors are investing in stock market, and this will easily go about 20% in few years. And just think of it, 6-7% you have this level. When it goes to 20%, will easily grow about 3 lakh and 4 lakh index level also. So keep this in mind. The things are looking much better for the future. It is only matter of time now how you select a stock and invest in a stock. But have a good review system. Please just don't blindly invest in the stock market. And the better is that you earn a consistent return over the time. So that is what I wanted to tell you about this market. As I told you, please go and invest now. You may say, Tapan, can I invest now? Yes, you can invest. Or now you may say, can I get a 10-15% dip from here? I think that is less likely that you will get that type of dip. अगर आता है तो बहुत अच्छा है, you can invest. Otherwise, no, from here, I think the chances are much more, 70-80% they will go about 20% from here rather than going 15% down. So don't wait for that. I think before election only you should invest, because once you start investing, I think no, you will start getting benefits, because if this rally is coming after the interest rate cut, I think you can keep up or no, you can participate in that. So that is what I wanted to tell you. So stay invested in market, guys. Indian economy is going to grow a lot. So hope you like this video. If you like this video, just type in the comment box. And also you want something to be analyzed, do put it in the comments. We'll try to cover it next time. So stay invested, guys, and stay in touch. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.